What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over understanding the risks of getting a custom jersey. And personally, I own a ton of custom Swingmans and a couple custom Authentics. But as great as getting a custom jersey is, I also want you to understand that there is a downside, and sometimes there's some cons to getting a custom jersey. And this video is not to scare away anyone from getting custom jerseys. I just want you guys to understand there's risks associated with getting a custom jerseys, and there's pros and cons to everything. So before you actually purchase a custom jersey, I want you to understand that these things do happen. The biggest pro about getting a custom jersey is that you could get any player's name back there. You could get your own name. For me, I have a couple jerseys that have my last name on there, and I'm always like, man, that is so fly. Or let's say a player that never came out in retail release. You could get that customized and you'll have a jersey no one has. Like for me, look at this. I got Yuta Watanabe on there. Did they ever release this in the US? No, but did I get it customized in NBA Australia? Yeah, it worked out. I just want to make sure you make an educated decision before you end up buying a custom jersey. I don't want you being naive and be like, oh, it's coming from the NBA store, it's gonna be perfect, it's gonna look like the retail ones. It doesn't always happen like that. So these are some risks associated with getting a custom jersey. There's gonna be two types of jerseys. So you have the retail ready, which is batch made straight from the manufacturer with all the details. And you have the retail blanks that are customized by a third party. So those are the two types of jerseys. The retail ready jerseys have a set price when they come out and get released. But with the customized jerseys, the biggest downside is the higher price. So let's say, for instance, NBA Swingman jerseys, 110 to 120 bucks. If you're getting customized jerseys, you're looking at 150 bucks. So that's $30 more than the regular retail. Not really nice, right? And then when you're customizing like authentic versions or Nike Elites, the price drives up so much higher. So that's a big downside when you get a custom jersey. You're paying a premium price. Another downside of getting a custom jersey is the long wait times. So if you're the type of person who hates long waits or need it by a particular date, these custom jersey routes may not be for you, because sometimes they could be either 6 to 8 weeks or even longer. Essentially, these customized orders are like pre-orders. So you lock up your funds now, and then you'll get your product sometime in the future. So for me, I ordered one in November and it just barely came in January. And that's like 3 months. So if you're not into these wait times, stay away from the custom route. And personally, I think this is the biggest downside of having a customized jersey, is that the craftsmanship may not be the same as the retail ready ones. So the retail ready jerseys are straight from the manufacturing line, will have all the details that it's supposed to have. But the customized, they're blanks. So usually third parties will go ahead and do the customization, or like team stores and stuff like that. So they may not have all the same resources as the manufacturer. For instance, if you get something customized, it may not have all the same little small details as the retail ready ones. Like it may have different layering colors, or they're just just missing some pieces that you would see. Like for instance, I'm thinking about the Giannis City Edition. The first blue one, I think in 2020, they had kind of like a rubberized texture on the number. But if you got it from the Bucks Pro Shop within the last year, they didn't have that little rubberized texture on the twill numbering. So that's like one thing that pops out to me. I've seen it on jerseys that have different layering colors. Maybe they put the wrong color on or didn't add that extra layering. So it's one of those risks that you're gonna have to be aware of. It may not be the same as the retail ones. And honestly, when it does get outsourced to a third party or these team stores, think about this. This is a risk that you have to think about when buying the custom, is the employees. Depending on the person who's actually doing the work, it's a job for somebody. Maybe they don't want to be at their job, or they're not very good at their job. So depending on who makes your jersey, the craftsmanship might be dookie. To be real, that's just someone's job. They're not getting paid the most money to make these custom jerseys, nor do they care. It's a job for them. So realistically, if you get somebody who maybe even had a bad day or doesn't care about the little details, for us that are people that are collecting, you care about the details. But for somebody that's working there, that's getting paid minimum or a little more than minimum, can you blame them for not caring? Think about it. I've seen the people that work at team stores and stuff like that. You got some younger cats out there. Do you think you were the hardest working person at age 18, 19, 20? Probably not. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, I've been there. Sometimes I go to a job back then and it's like, I don't really care today. So this is the reality that comes with getting a custom jersey. It's the employees, or depending on who makes it, they might not care. And recently we've been seeing a ton of like crappy custom ones. Fanatics released those custom NBA Authentics, which I had people like complain and tell me about, and I tried to send it off to Fanatics and they outsourced it to like silver crystal, I don't know. They had a really garbage one where they were heat pressing and stitching part of it. Like, it's honestly a really high risk and high reward type of thing. So just a fair warning, it's not always gonna be like the retail ready ones. And if you do get a great custom work, that's like the best feeling. But if you don't, that's the downside. So you gotta assess the risk and think about, am I okay with maybe missing out on a little detail or having a little crooked here and there? It's just one of those risks. With that being said, another downside of getting a customized jersey is the no return policy, which makes sense. If you get your last name and it's a little crooked and you want to return it, you think they're gonna like resell your last name on a jersey? So it's just one of those things. If you get it customized and personalized, expect all sales are final. Whatever you get, it is what it is at that point. With those custom jerseys, all sales are final. So it's just one of those realities where, hey, if it's crooked, you can't return it. And like, you can complain though. That's the one thing. I've seen people complain and they get discounts or they'll redo it. So it's not always bad that you can't return it. They may, depending on who you speak to and things like that, they may try to justify and rectify the situation, get you a new one sent out to you. But I'm just letting you know that these are realities that happen when it comes to custom jerseys. And this is pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to make sure you guys actually have a realistic approach when it comes to buying a custom jersey. You can't have an unrealistic expectation where it's gonna be perfect like the retail readies, because honestly, in reality, some of these retail ready ones also have flaws. So it's not always gonna be perfect, but I just want you guys to like understand, hey, this is the reality of getting a custom jersey. Even with that being said, I still own a ton of custom Swingmans and things like that. I mean, for me, if it's a little crooked, a little off, I'm the type of person who's not gonna be tripping too much. I'm just like, damn, it is what it is. But if you're very particular or got a little OCD and you want everything perfect, honestly, I'd probably tell you to stay away from it. Unless like, it was like your only resort to getting that player. Personally for me, I've probably had like one issue so far where I'm like, a little crooked, I'm not into it. But these are the realities, and you know, you live and you learn. So like I said, it's a high risk, high reward type of play. The reward is super crazy high and it's super nice, but you might get one of those small little days where it's like, it's a little off. So I just want you guys to understand the realities of getting a custom jersey. And before you end up buying it, think about these things. And if you're okay with taking that risk, go for it. If you are scared to death about taking risks about maybe having it a little off, don't go for it, because you're just gonna be unhappy and then you're gonna have a headache, and I'd rather you save that headache. But hey, thanks again for watching, guys, and on to the next video.